morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the show, what a wonderful delight. Yeah, Potsy and T-Rods better chop up on the mic. Just sit back, have a laugh, catch a vibe, and enjoy the ride. Yeah.
Today's episode is presented by your new favorite vodka, Game Day, a smoother, better vodka that embodies the spirit of the game. Check out Game Day Vodka and social to see if they rep your team's colors. Shout out to Game Day Vodka. Just signed a deal with the Miami Hurricanes. They are the official vodka of the Canes. Shout them out. Yep, the U. Use promo code TROSS to get 15% off your order. Now let's get into this episode. How you doing, man? You are in Memphis.
I'm currently in Memphis right now, yes.
Yes, Memphis, Tennessee. What a spot. Actually, was out there last year.
Looking out the window, I think there's a fire. And that's not even the craziest thing that's happened. I've actually been in this building before, sitting in the same room, and another building closer was on fire. Yep, and there's a fire truck.
Wait, wow, what's going on in Memphis, huh?
People lighting shit on fire, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure the police department will handle it.
All right. So, late last night, you text me a video. It said, "I'm not." Let's get right into this one because it's fresh on your mind. And you sent me this last night and said you're not doing the episode unless I watch it. I told you I will watch it. This is late. This is late my time. This is like
it's probably like at least midnight for me, so it had to be late for you.
No, it was really late.
I got in already. Okay, cool. Yeah,
it was midnight for me. So this is like we're talking 2:00. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna watch it, man. You called me, you're like, I'm not doing the episode unless you watch it.
Too. Crazy, but
yeah. So it's Coast to Coast AM, like a radio that has they put the episode on YouTube, and it is they have L.A. Marsuli, is that his name? L.A. Marsuli on to talk about. I just want to give them their props. That's why I want to get their names out there. Yeah, sure. They talk about Nephilim.
No, it's just Nephilim.
Nephilim. Sorry, Nephilim. I heard it multiple times, but
yeah. So no, it's Nephilim,
and he's an expert, and he's like L.A. Marsuli has written. No, not you, but L.A. Marsuli has written multiple books. He's an author, filmmaker. Yeah. He got obsessed with it. And just like it's growing from there. So tell me, like,
I'll give you like the cliff notes and like pretty much.
How'd you get into it too? Tell people how you even like found
this. So I'm just on Instagram, and I follow random profiles, like just random accounts, just like all types of different things. So I follow like an archaeology type page, and there was a photo of this guy standing next to a skull that was literally the same size as this guy. This guy had to be probably like, let's say, being modest, probably like 5'8", 5'9". The skull was probably about, it's just like,
average man.
He's dug up next to it, and I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck? And it said like the caption was like Nephilim and giants, and I was just like, what the fuck? So, you know what I mean? I had to do a follow up, so I go online, I'm looking, and I find I don't go on Google. When I look up all this shit, bro, I never go on Google because I feel like that's just one way. I just find my little kooks. I don't know. I just feel like they're always watching shit, right? So I use DuckDuckGo.
Or they're not telling you the truth.
Pretty much, yeah. And they're gonna give you like the conspiracy, like tinfoil hat shit that's like meant to throw you off the scent. So I go to DuckDuckGo and I type in the word. All these accounts start popping up, right? All these articles start popping up, and I click the first one, and it's pretty much once that AM or radio or whatever. But I went to the next one after that. It's pretty much saying that there were fucking giants like walking around the fucking world at one point. And essentially that they're still around, kind of. Like they're one of the things that are kind of like, like that elite dark world type shit that they're out somewhere, but I don't know where they're, but there was an account of this dude, or no, of these some soldiers. I think it was like in 2001. in Afghanistan.
Yes.
Kandahar, Afghanistan, right?
Kandahar. Yes.
Kandahar, Afghanistan, where these military soldiers were going towards a cave. They were sent out to go to like search something. They come up on this cage, probably a couple, yards away, and they see this fucking giant running out of this fucking cave, bro. Like they said, he must have been like 12.
This is massive.
Massive, like just a fucking giant comes out of a cave, and before they even like realize what the fuck they're looking at, like this thing is running dead towards them, and it had a fucking spear. It was wearing like a fucking giant cloth or whatever, but it had a fucking spear. It killed at least one of the soldiers on the trip, and then they just start, they start shooting it. They end up killing the thing. They bring it back to base. You know what's fucked up? They're showing a drawing of the picture of the soldiers with this fucking pretty much on the base, and this thing they put like a tarp over it, and this thing's like laying down dead. It's literally like must have been like 12 feet. It was like they gave it like a blue complexion. It had red hair.
Right? Yeah.
This thing was just fucking massive. I actually saw the actual photo like I think a year ago. You remember I was like went to all that crazy conspiracy shit like back in the. I saw actual photo of the shit, and I just thought it was like just a spoof photo or whatever.
Yeah.
It was blue, but I do remember like this massive fucking person thing sitting in front of like all these guys, and it was fucking crazy. So I started diving into that, and then I listened to the guy's fucking radio, and the guy that they had talking, he was like religious. He was a Christian, and he starts bringing like up references from the Bible and scriptures from the Bible that like relate to like what they were talking about. So apparently, the word Nephilim, it's in the Bible in Genesis, I think 6:4 or something like that.
Yeah. I had it right here. It's interesting because they bring that up. I think it's right here. Here, let's see what it says.
It's like
it's a Hebrew. It's in the Hebrew Bible. Yeah, and its references in Genesis and Numbers are possibly referred to as equal. Yes, they talk about enter the land of Canaan. It's interesting because they talk about in that radio clip that you sent me that the pre-flood of Noah's Ark and how it was like to wash away the Nephilim. Yeah, all the demons and Nephilim.
Not demons, but yeah, the giant.
Not demons, but like the giant people that were like, right
around. So let me give you some context. So what these giants essentially were pretty much all the fallen angels that fell from heaven or whatever, who left heaven to go to earth or whatever to follow Lucifer and him or his fucking band of demons or whatever the fuck you call them. they bred with the son of man or with the women of man, and they basically formed and spawned these fucking the Nephilim, which are these fucking giant creatures walking around, and and there's different kinds of them, different types or whatever, but it makes sense. Like think about all the shit that we've kind of just learned when we were little, like fee fi fo fum, like I smell the blood of me. Like there's certain shit that's like in folklore that kind of correlate with like David Goliath, bro. He was an actual fucking giant. Like shit like all the little like all that shit's like kind of embedded in like folklore and all these little story times you told from young, but like bro, all this shit has like a crazy backstory and a crazy fucking history to it. So it's just the matter of digging and reading and fucking researching yourself, but
it is interesting.
There's so much shit that goes into it, and it got crazy. It got crazy to the fact like because later in that radio program, they talk about like Antarctica and how like that's where a few of them are, and that the fact that they're fucking waking up or some shit. The dude was like he was spooked. You could tell he was like shook to the but the thing that is a little crazy is the fact that program had came out pretty recent. Like it's not like a fucking clip from 2-3 years ago. Like that happened.
That clip is from 8 days ago.
Oh yeah, even that crazy. So I'm just like, dude is locked up right now.
The interesting thing about it, like you said, as you get later into it, he talks about obviously the guy asked him, "Are they still here today?" And that's where he goes into, yes, they are, and he said most of them are underground. So it kind of leads me back to like the reptilian thing of how Are these
No,
people underground or?
down there, bro? Everybody's down there, bro. It's a whole get together miles below the fucking Earth's surface, and we don't know about it. All these like the tunnels, bro. I can guarantee you those tunnels. They use those tunnels for probably fucking everything from fucking traffic.
Who knows?
Who knows? You know, just getting to here to there. Who knows what the fuck is down there? But everybody always talks about there's fucking tunnels below cities or certain cities and all types of crazy shit. Oh, the other thing too that's crazy about the Nephilim is back in the day, bro. There's like natives who have like pretty much accounts in about how these fucking Nephilim fucking creatures are coming. They used to raid their fucking villages. The dude told a story about how, because he said he was fucking part native too, and his mother was like actually native, and her name was like something Running Foot or some shit like that. So he's telling us a story about when, I guess some tribe members of hers told her and told him. He's saying that these fucking giant creatures are coming from out of nowhere, and they come to like these villages every once in a while, and they'll like raid it. They'll just take people. They literally, he said, like they will grab people, rip their fucking heads off, drink it like a Coke.
Oh, yes.
And like fucking, I was just like, God damn, like it's like Attack on Titans.
Yeah.
Legit, bro.
And then the other thing where it got interesting was he started talking about like what's going on in today's, and then how like the political and like dark government, shadow government, how the Nephilim have how cabal. It's like. Yep, he brought the cabal too, which is interesting. And once I heard that, it like piqued my interest. Like, oh, what's going on here? But it's really interesting. If our listeners want to take a listen to it, it's a FM radio, or it's coast to coast radio with L.A. Missouri. What's his name? I can't even remember now.
You should just put it up in the link below.
Yeah, we'll put it up and you can go check it out. It's really interesting. But
I'll get the link.
Moving from that topic to another one that I just brought up to you, talking about the IP addresses that
you need to break this down for me.
So right before Trump left office, a couple of days before, a mysterious company in Florida took control of a huge portion of the internet owned by the Pentagon. Well, it's basically the more I read about it, the more it's being managed by them. But for 175 million IP addresses to go from a Pentagon to being owned by the Pentagon to managed by a company in Florida that has never had any activity at all. So these IP addresses had no activity. Then all of a sudden they start popping on. Boom, boom, boom. And most people will say, okay, it's for security purposes, like, they want to have better cybersecurity, like that. But I mean, you're talking bigger than AT&T, Comcast. It's just like almost like buying up land, but for internet.
That's exactly what it is, probably. But I mean,
but that's IP addresses they collect all the activity of the internet. So there's obviously something deeper to it. It's a security defense. Like there's no history of the company.
I know.
It's really weird. And it's right between a transition of presidents. So that's what's really weird, because it doesn't necessarily mean it's on Trump's end. It doesn't necessarily mean it's on Biden's end. It's in between. And that, who knows? It could be either one of them doing it, or it could be a shadow government or something different controlling it. But it's really interesting. Yeah. Well, it's really interesting because for that much, man, it's like to have more IP addresses than the biggest internet providers in the world.
It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make sense, and they're not ever going to elaborate, or they do is going to be something short, like for security purposes. But either way, to me, that's shady. But
why is it in between though? Like I'm reading this article right here says like the moments after swearing in of Joe Biden at presidency and minutes before the statutory end of the administration of Trump. It's literally like the time period where there's no president officially.
No, that's Trump. But I mean, it does seem like Trump would have more reason to do that. He's on his way out. And who knows if he had all that in the Pentagon already. I'm not saying this is just,
or like made the company or like
any of that works, but
yeah, it And then like other explanations are basically just saying like, just basically that it's for cybersecurity, but it's crazy because it's 6% of the usable internet space. And if you think about that, 6% is a lot.
That is a lot.
Like just imagine if you own 6% of the land in the world. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Millionaire.
Oh, I mean, you're ridiculously rich.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, who's I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where to go with this because it's just like they could be using that for whatever, and we'll never know.
Exactly.
Part of this the new world order.
Well, it makes you think like, are IP addresses gonna like? Are we gonna run out? Like when it comes to internet, you think of like infinities. Like we're never gonna run out of like cloud. We're never gonna run out of stuff. You know what I mean? Like we're never gonna run out of data. It's like we're gonna have server cities. We're gonna have literally. We already are creating cities of servers, which is crazy. Like the internet has to go somewhere. It's not just floating around. Like there's places that are holding this internet.
It's stored somewhere. It's coming from somewhere. No, for sure. It's not. It didn't.
But I'm saying
it's not the big bang.
It's infinity though. Like
no, for sure, it's infinite. Like it's. I get that, but at the same time, they're using it on it. Like they're using it to collect data from us.
Yeah,
it's probably like their greatest way of manipulating, controlling, and then just keeping order in the fucking world because like everything's going online now, bro.
Everything. It's like that's how we fight. That's how we fight. That's literally that. Like a lot of wars.
That's the new warfare. That's warfare.
Exactly. It is. We have bots now.
A ton of wars that we don't even know about.
Yeah, the bots, the whole bot thing, where other countries use bots to infiltrate like Twitter and places like that to get people riled up. It's crazy. Like the Russian bot stuff, like even like America, like we're probably doing it to other places too. Like online warfare.
We were already doing just fucked up shit in broad daylight. There's no telling what we're doing in the fucking dark. And we're powerful. Like that is scary, bro. And we all hang in the balance of that shit.
Oh yeah.
We just have to, and it sucks because everybody's so caught up in their day-to-day shit that you can't even
that's what I'm saying.
See, out in front of you, but maybe that's how they want it, bro.
No, exactly. Think about that. Think about that.
Couldn't get like born into this shit. Why couldn't we have just been like, fuck it, bro? We're going right to the fucking army at fucking 18, and we're fucking gonna be fucking phenomenal. We're gonna be fucking Captain America and fucking the fucking Falcon. Like, I would love to do that and be on the other side of this.
Yeah, but you still won't ever get the answers. You still never will get the answers, though. You have to be at the highest.
Answers, but I could give you some answers to some.
You can get more. You'll see more. You'll see more.
Hey, there's some real shit going on. Like,
yeah,
it's not like this is some real shit. But those guys, but I swear to God, it's probably those people that are coming out saying all this conspiracy shit are the people that are like, yeah, it's some real shit, and we're all like,
no, because
that shit ain't happening.
But like you said, we all have our day-to-day stuff that like distracts us.
Yeah, so you just
from everything. Like we're all worried about what we have to get done that day or to feed our family, like stuff like that. That just like it takes your mind off everything else. But it's a really interesting article. Like I was blown away when someone sent me that. I was like 175 million IP addresses, like way bigger. Like, oh man, like there's so much control. But
somebody's scheming big time.
Yeah. Let's take a second from the episode to talk about one of our favorite sponsors, the everydayfan.com, your one-stop shop for all your sporting news. Whether it's the NBA, NFL, or the EPL League, they have got you covered. But they don't stop there. From pop culture and wrestling and entertainment, there's something for everyone. They literally have everything you need. Follow them on Twitter, Instagram, go to their website. They have some of the best content, up to date on everything. They literally post instantly when news breaks. They're on top of it. So go check them out. They also have an unbelievable memorabilia shop with some of the dopest memorabilia I've seen. Go check it. Maybe get your hands on some of it and make your man cave 1-2 envy. TheEverydayFan.com. Go check them out. Awesome sponsors. Really appreciate it. Now back to the show. Yeah. On a lighter note, my daughter's fish are going through. We've had them for a while and they're dying.
What kind of fish? Glowfish?
So they're called glowfish. The glowfish. Have you heard of those?
Glowfish. Got it. No,
glowfish. So
they type of fish?
Yeah, because I haven't been in the fish game for 20
Glowfish
years.
or glowfish?
Glow, GLO, because of the light. You put like a blue light in there and they glow. So they're basically
Probably killing 'em.
genetically modified or whatever. But
That's the light's killing them. There's your
no,
problem.
no, it's not. It's not. But I haven't been in the fish game for a while. But I've had to do the old switcheroo, which the glowfish industry, they did a great job because now you can just go buy another colored fish and put it in before she sees it, and it still looks the same. Do you understand what I'm saying?
They don't change colors or nothing. Like they just glow.
No, there's a bunch of different ones. No, there's a bunch of different ones. There's like blue, pink, purple,
What
yellow.
color is the one that's on the deathbed?
Okay, well, I don't know what happened. I think we overfed them, but because I got into a bunch of anatomy of fishes because looking up because it's floating weird and its belly
color
was.
The fish.
She had a pink one that died. She had a blue one that died.
So she's aware of the cycle.
Well, yeah, one of them the first one she found out, and she was really devastated. So I was like, all right, I can't let this happen again. And so I did the old switcheroo. I like dropped her off at school, ran to the Petco, and just swooped up a couple more and put them in there. And she's never noticed again
until you have to go get some more.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how much upkeep on a damn fish tank there is. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of it.
Can you pull up a picture of a glowfish, please?
And we got like a bigger fish. So she has like one big fish, like a beta that's pretty big, but they're small. They're like goldfishes. They're literally like goldfish.
Or is it a bowl?
No, it's like a tank. It's a 10-gallon tank.
Damn.
No, it's legit. I mean, I was excited.
It's 2?
I was excited. No, she has like 5. I was excited till I figured out that. So that's the glowfish.
Out of here! I'm gonna have to get this for my daughter's birthday. Is coming up.
That's what I got her. So I got her for her birthday. But it's funny because it's in a room. Yep, teach some responsibility at a young age. But like this is it's literally her tank's kind of like that, literally like that. They come pre-made, all that.
Oh my god! Maybe I should get for Tristan. Either way, oh bro, sad news. You have a dying fish, and I'm sad to report that we gave Louis away.
Oh, I didn't believe you. So that's true.
No, he's gone, bro. Yeah.
So your dog Louis is gone. You gave it away, or did you sell it?
No. So my wife is kind of like, she's a stickler for when the dog is usually like, peeing in the house, pooping on shit. Like,
that's normal for anybody, but yes.
No, for sure. So us moving to the new house, she was like, look, we just got this place furnished. It's all brand new, and most of it's like white. So we can't have the dog peeing on shit. So he was there for the first day, and like I was like, you know what? I want the dog. I'll make sure he's gonna do this, do that, whatever. So I'm just like, whatever. The first day he's in the house, like the cleaning lady was there, the lady that we have cleaning some like on a couple weeks or a couple days a week. She was there. He loves her. Like when she's in the house, nobody, like he won't listen to anybody. He runs to her like she lives there or something. So I was like, you know what? This dog don't even really like me enough for me to be like going through the stress of trying to get him to like not pee here or poop here, because he's gonna do a lot of shit just to vex me. So I'm just gonna be like, all right, fuck it, just give him away. And I thought we stated, they didn't really care. So
hey,
we both lost a family member, bro. At least you can replace yours. And
I replaced it. The old switcheroo. I never thought I'd have to do it. I got the same ones, and so she didn't know, and she has names for them. So maybe one day when she listens to us, she'll find out all the bad things.
Fish think about like, it's a conspiracy against us, bro.
No, I don't know. That's where like animal rights activists get in. Like they have feelings. I don't know.
They can't. No way.
I've been fishing a lot.
No, they're glowfish. They're probably like psyched to do this.
They're like
what's the movie Sausage Fest or Sausage Party? The little anime where they're all so psyched to go to the fucking to the great beyond, and the next they're all
oh man,
that's what we have here. And you, my friend, are at the center of it.
I know. Well, I like reaching. Like I do. I feel like I'm in Finding Nemo sometimes, where I'm like reaching in, like from the Finding Nemo point. Yeah. No, not like picking something up or like using the net thing that they use. They're all like, ah, and I just watch the fish and they're just like about to give them a heart attack. It's not good though.
It's not good. We're animals, bro.
Bro, so you saw this. the Conor McGregor when he bought the bar.
Oh my God, I love that story,
bro. It's unreal.
Love it because he's like the master troll now. Like
$2 million to buy a bar, and then he bans the guy that he punched in that bar.
He had a quote too. Like there was a quote. It was like,
"Oh yes,
barred." I was like, bro, you can't even hate Conor for that. Like, I mean, that's like master pettiness. But
$2 million on a bar.
How much he makes in the thing though? He sold that was his company that he sold for $600 million all to himself. Or like I'm sure he did that up a bit.
That's where. So I had that also written down. So they sold a majority stake. They might still own some of it, but they sold. So they were partners with another company, and they basically gave over 50% to the other company that bought it for $600 million. So who knows how much they actually sold that stake for, like, or how much of the stake they gave up? But $600 million is his, man. It's crazy,
bro.
$2 million right back to the bar.
In his sport as he is in business.
Oh yeah,
you gotta love it.
Like, he's declining in fighting, so it's like he's still making dumb bread. Watch this. If he loses to Poirier,
he's not declining in fighting, but his fighting stance is just different because he goes between boxing and MMA, and that's like, bro, that's hard to do. Like, and that's another thing. I'm tired of this Jake Paul, Logan Paul shit, bro. Why aren't they fighting other boxers? Like, why are they fighting MMA guys? And why does Logan get to fight the greatest boxer of all time? All the other boxers that are better than Logan could not beat Floyd.
No.
How the fuck is this guy going to beat him?
Money. It's just money. It's just money.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I understand. A lot of it's money, and a lot of it's like, it's just like the trolling aspect to, basically get to that payday.
Yeah.
But bro, that's why I like UFC and MMA more, is because it's not as much a show anymore, or it's not like a debacle fucking spectacle anymore. Like boxing is pretty much like the wild fucking west. You can do whatever they have some rules, but like
they don't. The problem with boxing is people are so worried about their legacy because they don't make as much money, so they don't fight people until they get that big fight. So you have a bunch of undefeated guys that aren't fighting because they're waiting to get a shot at like Canelo or something, where it's like, you guys should fight. You guys should fight first to get the money. UFC has an owner of Dana White that is placing these fights. They're fighting. The best fight is going to happen. It's going to happen
at all costs, and that's what's making UFC so much fun to watch.
Yes, the best ones.
Selling these great fucking stories, and they're fucking giving everybody what they want to see. At like every fight is a good fight. Like even this weekend, Dominic Reyes fighting. I'm for sure going to tune into that. Like,
he's
a fucking beast. And I know there's a couple other good fights. I can't remember any of them.
Hey,
they're
stacking that card for Conor McGregor this fight though. They got Burns versus Thompson, Wonder Boy. Gilbert Burns. They got Gilbert Burns versus Thompson in that fight too on the 10th of July. I was listening. It's crazy because I was listening to someone talk about the whole UFC boxing thing. And I guess some company was going to try to buy like all of boxing and then do the same thing that UFC does. But it's like, there's so many different moving parts to it. It's so much money that you'd have to get. You'd have to pay so much money to get control of everything in boxing. Like, but it's declining. It's declining, man. Only people are trying to.
It's a fucking joke now. Like it's like now you got Tyson Fury calling out like Francis Ngannou. It's like, yeah, we know that you would beat this fucking wild fucking animal in a fucking boxing match. That's like cool. But how much money? I think more people would rather see boxers hop in the fucking octagon.
UFC, figure it out.
Vice versa. Like, I don't want to fucking watch fucking Francis Ngannou fucking try to throw that one hook and fucking forget that he's in a boxing match. Like, I want to fucking watch a fight. Like, I want to watch a fucking fight. And it's fucking crazy. But
they
crazy. Speaking of that, Stipe Miocic was at the game last night. So
in Cleveland. Courtside?
No, he wasn't courtside. He was in the suite.
You just saw him on the big screen?
Yeah. I walked out right as they were introducing him, so I was trying to find him in the fucking and I couldn't.
Where's Stipe? Where's Stipe?
Steve! Is he here? Yeah. Fire.
So if Conor loses to Poirier, does he fight Jake Paul and just make a massive money run at it?
Honestly, so from what I was told, I heard that, Conor had different coaches for his last Poirier fight.
Okay.
And you can tell, like, when he out there, he was like he was just like stationary. He wasn't like bouncing. Like usually when you see Conor,
he's
out
bouncing
there,
around,
he's like fucking bouncing, his on his back, doing all that shit. So like he wasn't doing a lot of that. And then he said he was switching back to that team, or again, going back to his old ways. So who knows, bro? Like, and he's not like you're saying that he's declining in fighting. I don't think he's declining. I think he just lost. He just lost.
Yeah, and he hasn't fought forever. And he won.
He fought literally. He had a fight before that, and he won too.
A scrub though. It was a warm up fight because he didn't fight for like 2 years at a point.
No, for sure, but at the same time, I don't think that. I think that it's going to be a fight. It could go either way. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how Conor comes out. If he's stuck in his boxing ways and he's kind of like not really moving around as much as he normally does and throwing kicks and throwing this and that, like,
yeah,
who knows? But if he comes out there and he looks like that old Conor, it's not old Conor. If he comes out there and just gets back to what he normally does, it could be a completely different story. So we'll see.
Yep. Well, man, it's good to catch up as always.
Yep, we do it once a week.
Everyone, go check us out on tross.podcast. On IG, podcast T Ross on Twitter. Go check out my new show, No Bad Shots, with my good friend Alyssa. We talk sports, more sports.
When can I come on the show?
You will be one of our first guests. We're working on some other ones. She has a connection with the NFLPA, the guy that runs it. So we're gonna try to get him on to talk football after this draft. But we'll see what happens. And also, we got some things coming down the pipeline that are gonna be really big and excited to announce with you guys. We can't say anything quite yet, but very soon we will have something that I know all of our fans will enjoy and want to be a part of. So
stay tuned
and have a good day. Peace.
Ciao.
Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the show, what a wonderful delight. Patsy and T-Ross better chop up on the mic. Just sit back, have a laugh, catch a vibe, and enjoy the ride.